Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Lindsay.
I'm Carson.
And today we'll be reacting to Clannad After Story Kyou chapter. Is that what it's called?
This is the OVA for After Story. We will be getting to the final couple episodes, the episode 23 of Clannad and the OVA of Clannad, when those, or after this one, we're going to be watching that. So keep an eye out for that. I think we're just going to post all this stuff to YouTube. We already did post the recap, so I think we're just going to go ahead with it since, you know, you Clannad fans have been so loyal and you stuck with us for this long. It would seem kind of crappy to just like shove like very key like part of the experience on Patreon. It's not like an extra episode like most OVAs. A lot of this stuff is like very baked into the whole like experience and everything. And so yeah, we're gonna put those out on YouTube like this one. Hope you leave a like and subscribe. Some people said we should have watched this before. I remember reading a comment saying that we should have watched this before After Story because
so we didn't get attached.
Yeah, to the whole relationship because
and then it's just fucking weird when he's just with Nagisa and it's just like
yeah, I think that well, this and the Tomio one, which is part of Clannad, but the reason we shouldn't have skipped those, but the reason that we did was because we listened to the wrong people who were worried about us because we were very rocky and like people thought that we were going to drop Clannad. So, because it was just kind of boring to us at the time, and they were worried about like putting more between us and like what the show is actually good at doing, because a lot of our complaints were like, this seems like filler, this seems kind of boring and shit, so they didn't want to like, they didn't want to risk it, so they were like, just, if you really want to like get to the good stuff, just skip it, and then, but it turned out to be a bad thing, I think, because it was like not the authentic experience, but maybe it'll be a good thing.
I don't know, we'll see.
We shall see. Hope you leave a like and subscribe and check out Patreon. And let's go. Is this real? Holy shit. It's a weird way to reject somebody. New song.
Yeah, I like this song.
Wow.
Okay.
This is like that TikTok of Gordon Ramsay being like, thank you for letting me know how shit you are. I'm sorry, chef. And she's all depressed. I think I've said, oh, this is the last time we're going to be reacting to this OP like fucking 5 times.
I know, I didn't think that they'd keep it for all the OVAs and stuff.
I think this is literally the last time, though.
For some reason, they had it for the just Clannad OVAs.
Yeah. As a teaser.
Imagine if they remade it, but instead of Nagisa, it was just Kyou, just like photoshopped in.
But not even photoshopped in, as if somebody on each frame like cut out like a magazine clipping and pasted it onto her face. Or it's just this repeated, like it just kept zooming in with her thing every time. Hey God, and just like that'll be pretty funny. That song makes me want to cry every time it starts.
It's so weird.
It is. It's really weird.
It's like really off-putting. It's like kind of cute, but I'm kind of like, eh.
I still think if the shit never changed, hoodie equals sad. If the future never changed, then they should have got together like after a sufficient period of time. Her hair's so long.
Must suck to lose out to your twin sister. Literally the exact same.
But it's extra fucked up because she didn't lose. She like basically set them up.
Yeah. Subtle. Very subtle.
Oh, I was joking. That went way further than I was expecting.
Damn, he was so quick to cheat on his girlfriend. It took zero convincing.
Somebody see?
Oh.
Yeah. It got around. Wow, really?
Damn. Oh, she's gonna be so destroyed when she finds out.
There's not really a way to explain it. Like,
There's nothing to explain, really. I mean...
like how it's still funny to me how he calls Ryou Fujibayashi and then Kyou.
Yeah. Haven't done anything yet.
Is this when he realizes, like, I'm in the wrong relationship? What the fuck, dude? Oh, that place.
It's just like a lot of stuff going on.
A lot of movement. There was like no build up to this episode because they don't have time to fit an entire arc.
No, it's
It
like,
just started with the confession. I guess we kind of got a lot of the build up, but it's different.
yeah, I guess it's just because it's been so long.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just totally weird.
There's been like a common theme so far that like people who are living, or maybe this is a weird interpretation, but when people are lying, they're in like the light, and then when people have to tell the truth, they're in the shadow. So when things are like uncomfortable or like
I'm feeling really bad for her.
yeah, what the fuck, man?
It's just sad.
Botan! Man, Nagisa and her child literally died and there wasn't this much drama. Like, in their relationship. We're like 2 weeks into this relationship and it's already falling apart. And then he just forgot about that and everything was the same as it was before she said all that shit. Yeah.
Is that even a question to him? Of course he's gonna respond with something like that.
Look at that little, like, setup. Real photography. Drawn. Is it? Is that the Lizard's way out? Imagine you drove by them like that. What the fuck would you think they were doing?
Some out of a horror movie.
Yeah.
前と付き合ってる間本当に楽しかった。誰かに必要とされるのが初めて知った。お前とならうまくやっていけるって思ったんだ。このままでもダメなんだと言いながら違うやつのことを見てたんだ。そのことに気づいてからもお前の優しさに甘えて、俺が好きなのはお前の姉なんだ。ごめん。
友也。
今日お前どうして。いや、その髪
怒られちゃった。
え？
亮が言うの逃げるなってずっとこのままでよかった。もう傷つく。
Why did she cut her hair exactly like her sister?
だけどあの子があれは無理だよって。もう遅いよって。秀友也のことを好きならもう逃げちゃダメだって。あの子きっと今頃泣いてる。本当遅かったのよね、私たち。ごまかすのも向き合うのも。でも傷つくのはこれで最後にするの。あの子も私も友也も好きです。友也ずっと好きでした。
That was a wild episode.
謝らないでください。謝られてそれを許してしまうとなんだか全部嘘みたいに思えてしまいます。大切な思い出にしたいんです。楽しかったこと、なかったこと全部。だから謝らないでください。
分かった。ありがとう。
久しぶりにね、亮が買い物に行こうって。だから無理。
ああ、仕方ないか。
そう、仕方ないの。
I'm glad it's not the exact same haircut.
It was, but it's growing out.
Yeah, it looks a bit better now.
本当に私
は
やっぱり亮と一緒の方が居心地よかったって思ってない？
あ？あのな、怒るぞ。
うん、怒ってる。ちょっと安心できる。
So they
屈折してないか。
are together?
Yeah.
わかりやすくストレートに。
お前な。
友也、好きだからね。
Says nothing.
Yeah. I can't say that because I had a child with another woman in a different timeline. I can't ruin the whole vibe. Okay.
I don't know how I
That was
felt
the
about
thing.
that one.
That was a whole fucking thing. Why did she cut her hair? Just for the dramatic thing of like she's standing there?
Just for the dramatic reveal.
For a second I was like, were they going to try to switch places? And just so he wouldn't know?
So he wouldn't have to do anything? But oh my god.
That was a whole fucking thing, man.
Yeah, I was looking forward to this because I liked him and Kyou. Like, I would have like if Nagisa just like didn't exist, like, you know, if she wasn't in the timeline, I would like them together. But this just made it so fucking awkward that I couldn't help but hate it the entire time. It was so bad. It's like him and ryou, I don't like that in the first place. Like I have never shipped them. but then they like started off with that, and he doesn't even like her. He's just like, I don't even know you, but I guess we can date just because you want to. And then she's like, okay. And then the whole time he likes her sister, and then realizes that he likes her sister and that he only liked hanging out with ryou because Kyou is there. And then he doesn't say anything, fucking almost kisses Kyou at like the slightest like bit of invitation, and then like still doesn't break up with ryou, and then fucking Kyou cuts her hair just so that he can admit everything to the wrong sister, but then it works out in the I don't know about that, you guys.
Was this a visual novel thing? Did it all turn out like this in the visual? Is there a way this could happen in the visual novel?
What I think happened in the visual novel is like this is like the entire.
But that's not how visual novels work. I think, like, let me know, but like it's weird to like, because the whole point is you're going after one girl. Maybe there's multiple.
But
endings.
I don't think ryou was ever the option. I think it was just Kyou was the option, and ryou was like part of the story.
But like how if the story's based on like making choices and your choice is to go after this other girl, it doesn't make sense for the story to just be like, you're dating this other girl, and you don't like it removes the whole like
maybe
sort of
like
objective
both
of it.
Their things together somehow.
Or maybe it's what happens if you start going after ryou in a way, and then switch.
Or maybe it's or maybe the way it works is you're kind of going after both of them, and then
you have to make a choice.
You have to make a choice.
Maybe. Yeah, let us know.
Because in Clannad, this was already kind of going on. Obviously, he chose Nagisa at the end, and everyone was crying. But this was already set up of like they both liked him, but Kyou was willing to sort of, you know, let ryou have him because she didn't want to make her sister sad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're both just looking at each other like. I wish they just had someone like riding by on a bicycle, like. The fuck. So that was a whole thing.
Yeah, what do you think about it? Not a huge fan of that one.
Well, here's the thing: is it's not that like it's just another anime. Like it feels like a different story. And like that's what this reminded me of is like the difference between the real. I don't know. Maybe like I think the main big difference between After Story and normal Clannad is Tomoya. It's like. In this, he didn't feel like him, because all of the nuance of his character is stripped away because you can't have this like detailed, specific character if it's meant to be a self-insert so that you can be in a love triangle with two twins. Like the entire like setup of the entire nuance of the whole story is kind of like put on the back burner, or just removed basically entirely from like the actual plot of this kind of story, because like all the stuff like that, all the way that like his relationship with his dad works into his relationship now with Nagisa, forming like a real bond and a real family and stuff like that, and the interaction with her family versus his own, and like making him think about all these different things, like that's a lot of that was like the main reason why he's such a well-written character, is because of all of the nuance in that. So to like put him with a different girl, it just seems like it's not like that's why I think maybe Tomoyo when we're gonna watch that next might be a better fit, because she has like a whole family dynamic that is also kind of damaged, so maybe that's gonna factor into that. But these girls, it's like the whole point of this love triangle between them is very self-contained, and it doesn't include a lot of the background and the sort of connections between different aspects of his character.
I think the thing with these characters is that it's more about the two of them as sisters than it is about either of their relationship with him. He is just like, he's the self-insert, but he's also just a plot device to show their bond as sisters and the sacrifices they're willing to make for each other. Yeah. In a way. So I think that's why it's not as strong, because they weren't written in the show, at least, to be like the optimal match, and it seems like not even in the, you know, the visual novel. So yeah, I think that's why it was a lot. It came on really fast and really strong with this episode, and wasn't a huge fan of it, but I'm glad that we saw it anyway.
Hope you guys leave a like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next episode. Clannad episode 23 is what we're watching next. So keep an eye out for that. You can check out Patreon if you're already watching on Patreon. Thank you very much. See you in the next one. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay. Bye bye.